Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. I don't know the title of the video yet. I'll title it after it's finished, but this is going to be 14 proofs that you're having supernatural experiences. This post was written by a person that has about 12 books, and I've read about 10 of the books. He has a number of books on angels. He has a terrific book on financial stewardship that I really admire. He has books on translating, how to translate from country to country in your spirit. He's a really advanced supernatural person. And up until a couple of years ago, when he got really busy with ministry, I used to talk to him once a month. So he was a good friend of mine. So he wrote this post that I'm going to share, that I shared on Facebook. He wrote this post on Facebook, and I'm going to use his 14 posts to go through what he taught. So I'm going to probably put his name on the video too, so people know where the 14 points came from. So I'm going to share the Facebook posts, and I'm going to share what he wrote. How can you prove you are having visitations from God as well as other seemingly extreme manifestations in your life? I've been thinking about this since a friend and I had a conversation about it not too long ago. I came up with a few things. Number one, by having Christ-like character. Number two, by being kind. Number three, by walking in love. Number four, by preferring others before yourself. Number five, by exhibiting humility. Number six, by not seeking your own way. Point number seven, by having patience with others. Point number eight, by being grateful and thankful. Point number nine, by living a life with the word as a plumb line. Point number 10, by serving those around you. Point number 11, by sacrificing your time and resources to benefit others, including other ministries. Point number 12, by sharing what God has done at his leading and for his glory. Point number 13, by letting others talk and share their experiences also. Point number 14, by being honest. If you are truly spending time in heaven and with the Lord, your life will reflect that. If our lives do not line up with what we claim, there is no reason for anyone to believe us. Feel free to add to my list. So I think the list is quite extensive, and I don't know a lot of people who are really exhibiting all of those character traits. So I'm going to go through them briefly, one by one, and trust me, I'll list them in the description tag underneath the video for you to follow them one by one. But I'll speak for about a minute on each of the points. The first point is, by having Christ-like character. The Bible talks about the aroma of Christ, us having the aroma of Christ. Paul actually talks and says, it's no longer I that liveth, but Christ that liveth in me. The Apostle John says, if we truly abide in Christ, we must walk just as he walked. So the chief purpose of Jesus dying on the cross is to teach us, to give us the ability and the empowerment to walk in grace and obey what he taught, and transform our lives into ones that manifest his presence and demonstrate his character. So if you develop an intimate relationship with Jesus, you should develop a Christ-like character, and one true way to intimacy is supernatural encounters. Point number two, by being kind. You can be born being kind, but with that character trait, but you learn kindness of other people being kind. And are people saying that about you, that you're very kind-hearted, that you're a kind person? A kind person doesn't give to get back, doesn't have ulterior motives, doesn't have agendas. Being kind comes naturally from the agape, from the unconditional love of Christ flowing through you. So if someone's having encounters with heaven, heaven sort of washes over them, and heaven starts to manifest them. Point number 3, by walking in love. I've did a video today talking about who would qualify in the rapture, and people were really calling me names and picking on me, and I noticed this one is convicting because some of my responses weren't full of grace and compassion and love. Because the people hurt me, I sort of struck back. So this is convicting, but if you're walking with Jesus and talking to him each day and walking with angels, you should be a person who essentially most of the time is walking in love. Point number 4, by preferring others before yourself. So that's kindness and compassion and love. It's like putting others in front of yourself. It's a sense of humility. It's a sense of Christ likeness. It's putting others' needs and others' desires and others' wants and requests before your own. Point number 5, by exhibiting humility. So I've had quite a number of people who know me confess that I'm very humble. I'm yet to learn how to respond to people mocking me on YouTube in love, and exhibit humility and be gracious and respond in love. And I'm just been doing some YouTube videos lately, and people have been harsh with me, and it's not humble to call people names and fight with people. So it's been bringing out a bit of pride in me, and I don't like myself when I'm acting prideful or arrogant. So the more you spend time with Christ and angels and heaven, the more you should exhibit humility. Point number 6, by not seeking your own way, trying to win arguments, trying to be the one that's right, trying to insist on what you want rather than what the group wants or what the other person wants. So one of the character traits of living in heaven and manifesting heaven and having supernatural encounters is to have a comportment that doesn't seek your own way. Point number 7, by having patience with others, being patient in life and being patient with other people. And patience comes from compassion and love and understanding and kindness. And they're all character traits that come from the Christ likeness in us. So as we're conformed into the image of Christ, we should be patient with others. Point number 8, by being grateful and thankful. And I am grateful and I am thankful, and I'm very thankful for my life, and I'm very grateful for this list. When I initially read it, I ticked all of them and said, yeah, that's me. But I've since had an altercation with someone on YouTube, and I'm feeling convicted once again. Point number 9, by living a life with the word as a plumb line. So we should use the word of God and have our life conformed to what the Word of God says we should and shouldn't do. And we should have the Word of God that gives us our direction and helps make our decisions. Point number 10, by serving others around you. And I certainly do that, and I sort of mentor and I give in my friendships, and I'm a person who has a life of service. All my books and all my videos are for other people. Point number 11, by sacrificing your time and resources to benefit others. I'm certainly a helpful person. Are you a helpful person? Do you give of your time for friends? Do you give of your time for people in ministry? And do you give of your money and resources to other ministries? Do you tithe and give and sow into other ministries? Point number 12, by sharing what God has done at his leading and for his glory. So do you share about your encounters? Do you share about the goodness of God? Are you a person always thanking God and giving God praise for the things that he does in your life? Point number 13, by letting others talk and share their experiences also. Do you have to hog the limelight? Do you have to be the most popular, or can you be talking to another person and let them share about their encounters also? Or are you arrogant and prideful and puffed up with your experiences? Or are you just as content to listen about other people's encounters? Point number 14, by being honest. So many people seem to exaggerate their encounters and exaggerate their own self-importance, and people find many other ways not to be honest. But being honest, being transparent, being a really honest person is a way to demonstrate that you have been hanging out with God. So I pray that this video has encouraged you. If you liked what I had to say in this video and it was informative, please help me with the YouTube algorithm and press like, press the thumbs up button. If you've got something to comment on any of these points raised or what I had to say, please comment, and I always respond to comments. If you want to see more videos of mine regularly, feel free to subscribe to my channel and follow me and watch my notifications, and see if there's any video that you feel to watch. And got a join button on my video channel where you can join and subscribe to my channel and bless me financially if you choose to do that. God bless you and keep you. I hope you were encouraged by this.